Oh, you want to start it? Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Viewer beware. Don't. The high thing got to me.
I'm sorry.
Don't stop, Mom.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I hate you right now.
Sharon in Alaska broke up. It's so sad. Okay, I'm calm.
Gabriel's dead. Bobby's dead. Everyone's dead. Supernatural's entering. Viewer beware. You're in for a scare.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel where we talk about horror movies, and I am Stephanie.
I'm Anastasia.
And today we're going to be talking about Crimson Peak. I want to apologize in advance right now. I am going to butcher this guy's name. Okay.
We both tried. We could not.
Yes. So I know who he is. I've actually read books by him. He wrote that vampire series. I know it's become like a show on TV, but it started as a book, and I've read that. But he also had like this cartoon kind of live action thing. I don't think it was a cartoon, but it was like a kid. Do you remember this? Like I watched it. I borrowed it from a friend, but it was like a little girl and her mom was pregnant, and then she went to like some underworld kind of thing. I don't remember, but it's the same like director, I believe. So if it's not, like, you know, I'm probably gonna get things like, this is how you pronounce his name. But this was written and directed by
what we think is pronounced
Guillermo del Toro. I know that is not the way it's pronounced. I honestly,
we're just trying.
Right, but he directed it, he produced it with some other people, and he wrote it with Matthew Robbins, which I think is very interesting. That's like very creative. You can do all of those.
Yeah.
So I will say Crimson Peak for me was a movie that I was very excited for when I was seeing trailers, but then they over-trailered it.
Yeah, they kept like putting so much trailers for it everywhere that it just kind of got annoying.
Yeah. So basically, you have a young woman living with her father. She's very creative. She's a writer, which at the time period that it's set in is not really like a normal thing. It's still very much a male-dominated society, and she's very creative. Her father kind of lets her be creative.
Good father.
Yeah.
And also he's played by Jim Beaver, who's my favorite character. Well, not
Supernatural fandom.
Yes.
Let's get thumbs up for that.
Bobby Singer. Alright. That's a thing.
Okay. So, yeah, so her father, I don't know, like, if he's rich and he just, like, contributes, because honestly it's been like a month or so since we saw the movie.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if he like is ahead of a company or he's rich.
Probably is.
I think he's kind of both. I know they're wealthy. Let's just put it this way.
They are wealthy.
And there is a man and his sister that come to like pitch an idea, and they want money, and supposedly the young guy falls in love with
the daughter.
The daughter, all of her life, has seen ghosts. Now let me tell you, in this movie, I don't want to see a ghost. Like, I think ghosts are pretty cool. Like, you know, we believe in ghosts. Their ghosts are like
skeletons.
Yeah, like skeletons, demonic, weird junk. Even her mom
was creepy,
which was trying to help her.
Yeah, like,
but why did she look so damn creepy?
Yeah, like I know like she was trying to help, but when she came to her as a little kid, when you look like that, you're going to scar her for life.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not scar the children.
They were, like, throughout this whole movie, the ghosts were trying to help. But
they're so scary, like, that you
don't want to, like, be near them.
No, exactly. Yeah, and that's the interesting thing. This movie is very different in that every ghost that you saw was actually trying to help.
Yeah.
And trying to warn. And trying to let the girl know like something was going on here. So the mom as a child came to her and said like, beware Crimson Peak. She had no idea what Crimson Peak was. We didn't know what Crimson Peak was.
We kind of did. We just knew that it was the title of the movie.
Yeah, we knew it was the title of the movie, but they had not up to that point. So the guy asked or it was getting to like the point where the dad was worried about that the guy was going to ask for her hand and that she was going to say yes and this kind of stuff. So he actually had a private investigator like research this family, and at the time we didn't know what was going on. We know that the father found out some stuff and he was like, y'all need to leave. We didn't know still at that point what was going on. Well, the father, of course, was killed by, a mass.
So upset about that.
Yeah, because that was Jim Beaver.
That was Jim Beaver.
Was killed, and you didn't see
Brutally.
who it was. You kind of had an idea that it may be involved. At least I did.
Yeah.
But who it actually was, I didn't know that's who it was. I never...
Yeah, you kind of like suspect who it could be,
Mhm.
but it turned out it's totally not.
It is, yeah. So she marries the guy who is played by the guy that plays Loki. What is his name? Loki.
Tom Henriksen.
Yeah. He is super cute.
Who just officially broke up with Taylor Swift not too long ago, so yay.
Did he?
Yes.
No.
They broke up.
They were cute.
No, they were not.
They were
he
cute.
is too good for her.
I mean, he's cute, but...
He is cute, but...
I think Taylor Swift's cute, too.
Taylor Swift is cute, it's just... She's only dating guys to write songs
But,
about.
like, what if they had worked out? That would have been sweet.
That would have worked out, that would have been sweet, but he's too cute for her.
Anyway, he's cute. So she marries him, and they go to his place where he lives.
Kind of run down.
And it is run down. Like, literally, it's a big castle-looking thing. It's big, gothic.
Yeah.
Huge.
Which was really cool.
Right, it looks cool, but you go inside, and, like, you can see, like, the sky. There's
a big hole.
There's a big hole. There's leaves falling down. It's crazy. It really is crazy. And... what was it? What were they mining that was red? I don't even remember.
I don't know what they were mining for, but I remember that the ground would bleed, and that, so to speak, because it had red mud.
Right. So because the ground, whatever they were mining for, and I'm sure they said in the movie, but it's really not important. But that's what they did. They had like vats of like red stuff, like clay almost looking stuff. And even though it was snowing, he said that because of the red dirt in the ground, that the snow would start to look like it was bleeding, and that's why they called it Crimson Peak. And then, of course, there was this big dramatic moment.
Yeah, I zoom in on her face,
I'm in Crimson Peak,
no.
We're supposed to stay away.
Mother
So, of course, like,
this.
he also has a very strange sister. Let's just say she was very strange.
She did not like her.
No.
Though, like, at first she was trying to help her, but then once she came, she was like, yeah, no, I don't like you.
Well, like, why do you think that is? Like, why do you think she was, like, because they had another girl picked out.
Yeah, they had another girl.
So, do you think that she actually liked her?
She said that she was so young. Because the girl that they picked out, she was, like, middle-aged. She wasn't as young as the young writer is.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you think she actually felt bad, or do you think she was worried and kind of jealous?
Probably both. She was probably like worried, but yet she was also jealous that he would pick a younger girl. Mm-hmm. So that was probably
okay. I just wondered what your thoughts on that.
That was my thoughts.
Right. So you kind of get into this like weird dynamic in the household. That pretty much like the sister is going to be in charge of everything. The girl is kind of like left feeling like, where's my place? And
yeah,
honestly, it goes kind of south fast for me. Like it just, all of a sudden, everybody's loving each other and then like, oh yeah, let's kill you.
Well, straight off the back, ever since the girl came into the house, the sister already didn't like her, so I wasn't really surprised how she reacted when they didn't come back that night.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So there was a part where like the husband had taken the wife into town and it started storming and they wasn't able to come back. And let's just say that this was like the first night that they had like consummated their marriage because
their
honeymoon, yes, because like she was grieving for her dad, and then she was sick, and they were traveling. Because I think originally they were in America, and they traveled to England. Am I right?
I think maybe
they were somewhere. I know they traveled somewhere, but I think that they maybe were in America, like in New York.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they were in New York, and they traveled to England. And, you know, I will say, like, the costumes for me, the dresses, and, like, how they were very pretty. I liked all
I like
that.
Victorian dresses.
Mm-hmm. I like Victorian dresses, too. And as soon as they came back, like, things really started changing to the point where you just knew, like, something was going on. This girl wasn't safe. And she started seeing, like, a lot of ghosts. More than, you know, she was like hearing noises, and it turns out that there's a lot of ghosts in this house, and a lot of, you know,
many ghosts,
skeletons in the closet. So are we gonna, like, where do we need to, like, pause, because I don't want to give away the ending.
Yeah,
I think we're just going to, like, kind of talk about, like, our feelings of the movie, and, like, what we thought of the movie. I gave you a little general synopsis. I don't want to give away, like, the surprise and the secrets and stuff, because I really think this movie is a good watch. I think there's a lot of things that keep you entertained. And, you know, for me, I, like, have ADHD to the point where if a movie doesn't catch me and doesn't keep catching me, like, I just, like, forget about it.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I do like stupid campy horror, but even that is funny. You know, there's like jokes, but if it's just boring, it's just boring to me. So this was like very kind of like period ghost horror.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. Like, I didn't know going in if I was going to enjoy it so much, because even though the trailers looked good, I'd gotten kind of tired of the trailers by the time we saw it.
Same.
So what did you think of the movie?
I really enjoyed it too, and I just thought it was like really interesting, especially the ghosts
of it.
Really because you don't really see like ghosts portrayed as skeletons very. I don't think at all, because I actually haven't.
No, usually you either see them as kind of like what they looked like, or kind of like, you know, murkied out a little, or you don't see them at all.
Yeah.
Or you see them like kind of pixelated, or like barely. This was like full on, like you saw them, but they were clearly like demonic dead, like in the ground ghosts.
Yeah, they were like, her mom, she was like black, and like the other ghosts, I think they were like red. So it was kind of interesting. So like, yeah, that kind of like kept gaining my attention.
Yeah, because even for me, even though the ghosts were actually trying to help her, they scared me. I mean, I was like, I want to see you.
If I see that, I would like be screaming and running away as far as I can.
Exactly.
Yeah. But like also, I also like kind of got pissed at the movie because what they did to Jim Beaver.
Aww.
Because I didn't know who played the dad at first. Like, because when I first saw that, I was like, hey, he kind of reminds me of, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's Bobby from Supernatural. And I was like, and I already knew, oh shoot, they're gonna kill him.
Oh, and technically going back to who was in this movie, but the guy that plays in, oh gosh. The guy that played in Sons of Anarchy, like the main guy, I can't remember what his name is, Jax. The guy who played Jax is a doctor, and has got a big role in this movie.
He has a crush on the girl too.
Yeah, he likes the girl.
We can say that because
she should have married him.
She should have.
Yeah, and maybe she will.
But like, she kind of like friend zoned him.
She did friend zone him, but I think maybe after this whole experience they may get married. Yeah. I mean, you don't see that in the movie, but I think they're gonna get married.
But like, also the ending, I really liked it, even though it also upset me.
I thought that. Are you talking about like the very, very ending, or just like leading up?
Leading up, you know, the sister and the brother. That part like kind of upset me.
I will say that like I thought the ending was really, really well done.
Yeah,
And
like
very interesting in how it ended.
yeah, like when they went outside, that whole thing was really intense and interesting.
Yeah,
and
that's a good word. It
Yeah.
was like that's why it kept you interested because it was very, very intense. So definitely go watch it. I believe it was on the movie channel. But you could get it other places, I'm sure. I don't know if it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
We need to go and watch some stuff on Netflix because we have been like neglecting our Netflix so much.
So much.
But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I give this maybe 2 thumbs up. I think it's great. I would even watch it again, and that's saying something. If I, out of all the horror movies, I would watch.
Because I really don't like watching horror movies 2 times in a row unless it's
not in a row, but I mean, like there are some movies like Motel Hell. I've seen probably every year since the first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Lost Boys. I will always watch Lost Boys.
Well, like it's just like when it's like movies like. Even though I'm a big like Friday 13th fan, it's just I really don't like watching like those movies like
all the time.
Yeah, like probably once a year I can stand, but like if I like watch them more. Well,
I just think for me it's because I don't watch movies all the time for one thing.
Yeah.
Drag Race is on, so I
watch TV episodes a lot.
Yeah. But no, I actually think I watch more movies than I watch. But like I'm on the computer and stuff or editing. But I don't know. Like when I watch a movie, it's usually a horror movie. But there's so many horror movies that I kind of like to watch the new one. So I would watch this one a second time, which is saying something. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to check out our Tumblr, which I'm gonna make her be a little bit more active.
I know I'm not really active.
Yeah, we'll get active. Just follow us so we have. Because what I would love is to like actually have, and this is what this like thing started off as, and where I want it to be. I know it takes a while to build up followers and people that will interact. But I really want it to be like people that have seen the movie or are going to see the movie, or maybe even like go see the movie and then come back to this video and like let's have a conversation of like who you think did what, like why do you think they did this, like why does stupid girls always run upstairs instead of out the door?
Why are they tripping over nothing?
Yeah, like what imaginary nothing is in the floor that you trip over?
Air, like
air trippers. So we will talk to you later. And I also have like my main channel down below if you want to check that out. And I love you guys. Bye.